Today we're going to look at old Magic the Gathering cards that combo with new ones. Now remember, the rule is the old card needs to be printed only, exclusively in the old border. If it got reprinted in the last few years in a new border, it's disqualified. Because it's basically like a new card to new people. Alright, so Tempo Bell. This one comes from King Ginger in the old comment section. 3 generic mana, 4 an artifact. Tap, each player draws a card. What are we going to do with them extra cards, you might say? Well, I say we mind over matter it. For a blue, 2 generic, it's an enchantment. Choose and discard a card, tap or untap. Target artifact, enchantment, or land. So you get to draw infinite cards. You also let your opponents draw infinite cards. I think that is, like, a bit awkward, but sure, okay. So you're not even drawing that. It's each player draws a card. You're going to discard a card to keep drawing a card. I guess if your deck has more cards in it than anyone else, you'll effectively mill them to death. All right, next combo, we're going to take it from, oh boy, did we already do? I don't know if we did. Let's take a look at it. Cormus Bell into Toxrill. We probably did something like this. Or maybe not. I don't know if it was with this card. I know Cormus Bell seems to be a really popular, like, jank combo. It's an artifact for 4 mana. All swamps are 1/1 creatures that are still lands. And then Toxrill is a 7/7 creature. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 for each slime counter on them. And whenever a creature you don't control with a slime counter on it dies, create a 1/1 black slug creature token. But at the beginning of each end step, put a slime counter on each creature you don't control. So creatures you don't, yeah. So you put the slime counters on them. They get -1/-1. Then they all die. So basically, which means all your swamps die. Don't you need like an Urborg or something in the middle of this? Put a slime counter on each creature. You can have an Urborg. You Urborg them out. So you Urborg, they all have swamps. You Cormus Bell, and then it's over. Yeah, it needs the Urborg to finish it up. Urborg is like the icing on the cake. Actually, it's part of the cake. This combo sort of sucks without it, unless you're hating really hard on the swamp people. The swamp people not very happy about that, you know. Nikachu plus music is a nice combo. Oh, do we not have the music? Hold on. Okay, do we have music now? Just in case we didn't have music. All right, now I missed some super chats last time. Pacers fan forever had to like super chat twice for their super chats. So we're donating one of them to let's give it to Abzo, the Entangler Fog Bank. Okay, Entangler is a you're saying this is a 13-year-old me would be so proud. Oh yeah, of course. White 2 generic for an enchant creature. Enchant creature may block any number of creatures. All of you. I can take, this is like that drunk guy at the party. I can take you all on. Come get me. And Fogbank might be that person that can take everyone on. It's a 0/2 defender with flying. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by the Fogbank. Something old and something new. It's very beautiful. Joe Brook, that is definitely disqualified. Spike Feeder was reprinted a few times. Gotta be the old card has to be strictly old. No reprints with new borders. That's for sure. Okay, Slavin with Lion's Eye Diamond, Underworld Breach, and Brain Freeze. Oh, so like an actual combo. Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay, this is an online version, so that one don't count. So this is the original old card, Lion's Eye Diamond, with Underworld. I think this is like a CEDH combo, isn't it? And Brain Freeze. So you Underworld Breach. Each online card in your graveyard has Escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. Actually, does this work? Hold on. Each non-land card in your graveyard has Escape. The escape cost is each equal to the mana cost plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. Aren't you gonna like run out of cards here? Oh, so you could, no, sorry, like you could Brain Freeze yourself. Yeah, Brain Freeze. You can target yourself. Brain Freeze. Brain Freezer. No, Brain Freeze. So you target yourself with the Brain Freeze. Apparently, I don't know how to spell Brain Freeze. Target player. So you target yourself. And then you keep building up cards in your graveyard to keep playing it, and the storm builds up, and then you target the opponent. Great combo. Very, very good. Okay, we got Trip Tatum. Donate. How old? New. I butchered the last one. Thank you so much. Is this a one-card combo? Or are you donating to the chat? This is the symbol of giving your super chats to somebody else. We'll give it to Beanpot, the Warped Devotion, and Cyclonic Rift. Isn't that new border? No, sorry, that's old border. Is that new or old? Cyclonic Rift. I can't remember. This is... Oh, wait, no. No, this is new. So this is disqualified. Warp Devote. So Plane Shift is the original one. That's... Oh, no, is this... I'm getting confused, actually. Sorry, it is old border. It's got like a sort of a newish look to it. It's got like a little bit of shine, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So it is old. It is actually old border. Wasn't there a white border version? Yeah, so it's like old border, but it's like, I don't know. The contrast is pulled up. What was the other card attached to this thing? We got Warp Devotion and... Uh-oh, I missed it. I've lost your second card in the mix of everything. We have Warp Devotion plus Cyclonic Rift. Okay, the point is, Warp Devotion, black 2 generic enchantment. Whenever a permanent is returned to a player's hand, that player discards a card from their hand. Oh God! So wait, you're gonna like whenever a permanent is returned to a player's hand. So none of your stuff is gonna get returned to your hand because you're bouncing everyone else's cards with the Cyclonic Rift. So it gets bounced and goes straight to the dumpster. Just as what is that the equivalent of? That's like, I don't know, studying for something and then forgetting it immediately. It's hard to figure out the flavor of drawing cards from your library and they enter the battlefield and it goes to the graveyard. I don't know. Because it like, isn't your hand part of like your brain? Yeah, that's a good point. What is your hand represented by? Yeah, it's your head. It's basically your head. It's your knowledge. Knowledge. You forget it immediately. How does a knowledge go straight to the graveyard? Shouldn't it get exiled? Now that I think about it, it actually makes no sense to do it like that. Okay, let's go. We're going to move on to another super chat. We got Dizzy Balizzy, Stasis and Smothering Tithe. Is that... Oh! But hold on, that's only if people need to pay for things, right? Okay, so we got Stasis. No untapping for you. Actually, nobody is untapping, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you got sack Stasis, unless you pay a blue. But then you got Smothering Tithe. Whenever an opponent draws a card. Oh no, it's when they draw. They have to draw a card. The player may pay 2, which they won't. The player doesn't. You create a treasure token, which you can use to pay for the Stasis. This is a fantastic combo. I love it. Beautiful combo. It's your brain. You forget it. Well, yeah, but we forget. How do it goes to the graveyard? Like something. Let's like I forgot about my zombie. Okay, so let's say I forgot about my zombie. What? It goes straight to the graveyard. It physically is there to be reanimated later. You know what I mean? Sounds like the flavor to the game is a little wishy-washy in that regard. Your hand is your short-term memory. Your library is your long-term memory. I thought the library is a library. It's supposed to be a book. It's a book you learn your spells from. Your hand might be a spell book and the library is a library. Well, whatever. You forget your spells, your brain can't remember them. We got Phyrexian Dreadnought is not a combo. Okay, Work. Daring Thief, 9 lives, Disenchant. Daring Thief. Isn't that like a simple... Oh no, I guess I don't know what this card is. And then Disenchant. There's no old card here. So this has been reprinted. This is a new card. This is a new card. Disqualified. Remember, one card has to be exclusively old. It never got reprinted. Or it got reprinted in old border. That's fine. It never got reprinted in new border. Samurott the Raccoon! With Alurin. Oh my god, why is there so many cards in this? in this combo. Allurin. I think I know what you're talking about, but it's not spelled this way. Is it Allurin? It's that green thing, right? How do we spell this card? Allurin. Or maybe I don't know what this is. Sorry, I don't know your card. I know the card, but I don't know how to spell it. You've spelled it wrong, and so have I. Allurin. What is Allurin? How do we spell Allurin properly? One L? W. There we go. I knew it. Okay, Cloudstone Curio. Bramble Familiar. And Soul Warden. What's the Soul Warden for? We have a lot of new cards here. Got a little bit of old, a little bit of new, something in between. Allurin. Any player may play spells with convert mana cost 3 or less. They also can have Flash. Cloudstone Courier. Whenever a non-artifact permanent comes into play under your control. Oh yeah, this would combo great with it. You may return another permanent you control that shares a permanent type with it to its owner's hand. So, like, you play a creature, put a creature back in your hand. Play an artifact, put an artifact back into your hand. And then we got Bramble Familiar. I don't know what's so necessary about this card. Okay, so it's going to bounce with Soul Warden for one reason or another. You tap out a green. You can also pay a green, 1 tap, discard a card, return Bramble Familiar to its owner's hand. I don't know what's so necessary about this card. And then we have Soul Warden. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Like, you could bounce Soul Wardens for forever. I have no idea what the purpose of Bramble Familiar is. Allurin, Cloudstone Courier, any creature that costs 3 or less with it. Yeah, basically, that's the combo. But why the Bramble Familiar? It's a rat. What a crap. Okay, so you do technically have infinite life off of your raccoon. I didn't even notice. Yeah, it's a raccoon. They get them raccoons in the multiverse. Careful, they'll eat your garbage. Don't leave too much garbage out. Okay, there are 2 more super chats that I think I missed last week, my last episode. So we got from Jess. Jess super chatted. Thank you so much, Jess. It was directly for a donation. I think I skipped it, so we're gonna give it to Crab Tribe. Frenetic Efreet. And then, oops, Frenetic Efreet and Chance Encounter. Well, no, not taking any chances here. Chance Encounter, red, 2 generic enchantment. If you flip a coin, put a luck counter on Chance Encounter. I make my own luck, said somebody, probably, from a movie, maybe. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Chance Encounter has 10 or more luck counters on it, you win the game. Holy crap, that's easy to do with Frenetic Efreet. Flying, pay 0, flip a coin. You can flip a coin 1 billion times. That's an instant win combo with Chance Encounter. There's no chance there at all. They have no chance. Chance 0. Win percentage 100%. If the flip ends up in your favor, it phrases out. Otherwise, you bury your Frenetic Efreet. That's okay. We just flip 100 billion times on the stack. If you try to interact with it, I will just flip 1 million more coins. And then maybe your opponents will be like, okay, we're forcing you to flip them coins. Maybe your upkeep if chance. Oh, actually, you do have to wait. Sorry, it's not 100%. You actually have to wait till your upkeep. So you can put like 1 billion counters on this thing, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you have to wait till next turn. You're gonna be the target. Make sure you can survive till next turn. They're gonna come after you. And I had 1 more super chat from Platonic Liquid from last episode. So we were going to donate. That was supposed to be a donate that I don't think got donated. We'll give it to David Sampson. All will be one. Obnixilis. I'm getting a sense that Obnixilis is a super popular card amongst the casuals. Oh, come on. You gotta tell me which Obnixilis it is. You can't be like this vague. There's 1 billion Obnixilises. Captain Kingpin to do 1 damage. Both new cards. Okay, I'm gonna... what is new? I don't know what the new... Oh, Captive. Oh, it's Captive Kingpin? Okay, sorry. I thought that was 3 cards. I thought Captive Kingpin was its own card. I've never heard of Obnixilis Captive Kingpin. Alright, the Kingpin. Okay, what do we got here? We got red, black, 2 generic for a 4/3 demon, flying trample whenever one or more opponents each lose exactly 1 life. Put a counter on Ob Nixilis, Captive Kingpin. Exile the top card of your library until your next end step. You may play that card. And how are we going to do that? Hold on, aren't these both new cards? These are both new. Disqualified. That's why you guys were saying the new cards. They're both new, and they're both disqualified. All right, we're going to have to donate that super chat to somebody else. We're gonna donate it to Uark? Did I give you one already? Okay, we'll give it to you again. You have something available for me. Intruder Alarm. Xerix. Strobe Knight. You have to cast 2 spells at least. Please give me another chance. Okay, I gave you another chance. Okay, Xerix, Strobe Knight. The 3-mana 2/2 human knight with vigilance and flying. That's a deadly combo. Tap, create a 2/2 white and blue knight creature token with vigilance. Activate only if you've cast 2 or more spells this turn. That's fine. And then Intruder Alarm. So hold on. Oh, so you Intruder Alarm. It says creatures don't untap during their controller's untap steps. But when a creature enters the battlefield, untap everything. Untap all your creatures. So you play your 2 spells, create a 2/2 knight. Knight enters the battlefield, untap the Xerix, and then you just go off. You make infinite 2/2 white blue knights with do they have flying as well? No, the knights do not have flying. Why is this knight fly? It's magic, people. It's all the world of magic as far as I'm concerned. Intruder got the CMC reprint. Did it get a reprint? Got in Wilds of Eldraine. You're completely right. So that's also disqualified. You got the people sneaking this thing in on me. All right, hopefully this one works. Daniel, how hard is it to combo with a super old card? Everyone just make a combo with that Corvus Bell card. Hasran, Ogress. We had the same problem last time where it was so hard. Okay, is this exclusively old? It is old. And Auntie Blight. Now that all we need is this card to be new. Auntie Blight? Oops, no, it's not like that. It's Auntie Blight with a Y. Oh, excellent! Excellent combo. Red 2 generic for a 2/2 Devil Advisor flying. Whenever a source you control deals deals damage in general to you, put that many +1/+1 counters on Auntie Blight Bad Influence. You also have the ability, red 1 generic, tap, remove X/1/1 counters from Auntie Blight. Deals X damage to any target. How does it combo with our Hasran Ogress? Whenever it attacks, it deals 3 damage to you unless you pay 2. And I guess you're not going to pay the 2. You're just going to take the damage. Whenever a source deals combat damage to you, it's going to be, which comes from our Ogress. What a weird combo. So you're like, okay, I'll take damage, put the counters on this thing, and then I can take my own damage and send it to somebody else's face. Anyway, it checks out. It checks out. Okay, David is fixing the mistake. All will be 1. Ob Nixilis plus do 1 damage. They're both new cards, though. This show is old cards that combo with new cards. It's got to be an old card, David. Stop spamming your combo that doesn't work. It does not work. It's illegal! Completely illegal on this show. Okay, what is it? Oh, yo little Ted have. Eon Hub and Aberoth. No upkeep, so you get 9/9 critters for 6 mana. Insane! Because we got a green 4 generic 9/9 commutative upkeep, which you're not gonna have. Put a -1/-1 counter on Aberoth. But I don't get it. So you just keep the 9/9. You get a 9/9 critter for 6. That's it. Whatever, it works. So Eon Hub says players skip their upkeep steps. Hold on, but is that where commutative upkeep happens? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Of course. It's the upkeep, for crying out loud. All right, that one works. Mana Barbs? You want to wait, hold on, you're changing something in Mana Barbs? Oh, you're including Mana Barbs. Ob Nixilis. Okay, so we have now Ob Nixilis, Captive Captain. Oops. Noob Nixilis. Oh my god. Finding these cards are impossible. Okay, I apologize, David. How do I find Ob Nixilis? Okay, Ob Nixilis, captive captain. All will be one. And then Mana Barbs. Okay, Mana Barbs is the combo. You tap a land for mana, you get dealt 1 damage. And then all will be one. Whenever you or one or more counters are on a permanent or player, all will be one deals that much damage to target opponent, creature an opponent controls, or planeswalker an opponent controls. Then Ob Nixilis says, Flying Trample, whenever one or more opponents each lose exactly 1 life. Ah, okay, so they're going to lose 1 life off of the Mana Barbs. To trigger the Ob Nixilis, you're going to put a counter on your Ob Nixilis, exile the top card of your library. Until the next turn, you may play that card. How does this combo work? And then if one or more counters are put on a permanent or player, all will be one deals that much damage to target opponent. Ah, okay. So you start the trigger with the Mana Barbs. You get the counter on your Ob Nixilis. And all will be one says, okay, you got a counter. Okay, I'm going to shoot you for 1. Which then re-triggers this over and over again to infinity. Beautiful. Wait a minute. It's still... Yeah, Mana Barbs has been reprinted a million... Oh my god. Yeah, I keep missing this. Alright, just give up. I should give up this idea of a show. Alright, we got King Ginger. Maybe King Ginger will follow the rules. Enchant Sunstrike. How many illegal combos do we have on the show so far? Enchant... Oh, sorry. Sunstrike Legionnaire is the card. Sunstrike Legionnaire... Okay, that's an old one. Elemental Mastery. And then infinite tokens with haste. Add Chiron negotiations to tap them for damage, but not necessary. That's okay. Okay, so this is good enough by itself. This is a new card. Elemental Mastery. 4 mana, enchant creature. Enchant creature has tap. Create an X1/1 red elemental creature tokens with haste, where X is the creature's power. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step. Then we've got Sunstrike Legionnaire. So we're going to enchant the Sunstrike Legionnaire with this. It doesn't untap during your untap step. However, whenever another creature comes into play, you untap the Sunstrike Legionnaire. Okay, so infinite creatures. Also, tap target creature with... We have tap. Tap target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. That is not a very impressive ability. But we do get the infinite creature combo. And I love it. Okay, let's take another freebie from chat. Okay, David gives up. Do I have a victory sound effect? Oh, find an old card that combos with your new combo. Okay, we have Slavin. Pemin's Aura with Bloom Tender. We have a lot of auras on this show. Pemin's. Ugh. Autocorrect sucks sometimes. If you know what I'm saying. Autocorrect and Magic the Gathering, not a good combo. Very bad combo. Bloom Tender. Autocorrect always doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Come on, this is a real card, damn it. Okay. Bloom Tender, green 1 generic for a 1/1 elf druid. Tap for each color among permanents you control. Add 1 mana of that color. And Pemin's Aura. So, which will give you infinite mana. Also probably make this a creature not very big, actually. It's got several abilities. Blue, untap the creature, which is the most important one. Because if we tap and add a blue and something extra, we can use the blue to untap the creature and get infinite mana. We can also use the blue to give it flying, make it untargetable by spells and abilities, and also give it +1/-1 or -1/+1. How old is considered old? If it has the old border. And it's never been reprinted in new border. That is the bar that we are working with today. Just got here. We giving up already? No, never. Never give up. Okay, Turiat, what do you got for me? Pestilence. Plus Rona. Pestilence. I gotta be more careful. Okay, that's an old card. Only reprinted in a proxy format. Don't count. Okay, Rona. Okay, but I've gotta be more specific. Tolarian, the Tolarian Obliterator. And Villas. Broker of Blood. Okay, how does this work? We got, well, let's start with the old card. We got old card. Pestilence, black, 2 generic enchantment. At end of turn, if there are no creatures in play, you gotta sack this thing. You can pay a black, deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. Point is, if you wiped everything out, then you gotta sacrifice this thing. So you better make sure you have one thing that's in play that's gonna be around for forever. Blue 1 generic for a 1/3 human wizard is Rona. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, untap Rona, Herald of Invasion. You can tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Also transform for 6 mana. Oh god, do I have to read this part? 5/5 trample whenever source deals damage to Rona. Okay, I guess it's important. It's gonna combo with Pestilence. Tolarian Obliterator. Was this like Phyrexian Obliterator? It's like a Phyrexian wizard. It's like the Phyrexian Obliterator went to school. That source's controller exiles a card from their hand at random. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield under your control. Otherwise, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. This is a combo right by itself. Okay, why are we even playing Villas Broker of the Blood? It's an 8 mana, 8/8 flying. Pay a black, pay 2 life. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever you lose life, draw that many cards. So you deal damage to yourself with Pestilence and you draw that many cards. That's pretty sick. Hold on, was there any other extra abilities here? No, that's it. Actually, like, each one of these is a combo. I think Villas combos with Pestilence. I think Rona combos with Pestilence just by themselves. Why do reprints make it new? Is Lightning Bolt new? Yes, because it feels fresh. People have played with it recently. They've opened it in packs. That's what makes it new, in my opinion. Bryce the Hottie! Kervix Spite. Or Kervex Spite. Baron Glory. Glory to the Baron. And Oblivion Ring. Of course. You know what? Every Baron Glory card combos with Oblivion Ring. That's what I've discovered. Every single one. It's like it's the Baron Glory starter pack. You got Baron Glory. Do you have your Oblivion Ring? Do you have something that blows everything up? Well, Kervix, how are we doing it this way? Black, sack all permanents, discard your hand, target player loses 5 life. That's a pretty good way to do it. Yeah. I like that one. If you control no permanents and have no cards in hand. I mean, these 2 cards were made for each other. So you play your Baron Glory, you play your Oblivion Ring on the Baron Glory, so it's like gone. And then you sack the Oblivion Ring along with everything else to your Kervex Spite. Love it. Oh, was it the wrong Rona? You gotta be kidding me. What, back here? How many Ronas are there? Hold on, I looked up Rona. Which Rona did I look up? Well, I'm not going back. We're gonna say this much. Villas Broker of the Blood, that's a combo with Pestilence. You pay a black, you deal damage. It's like Necropotence almost. Except you're paying black mana to draw the cards. Pay a black, draw a card. Sorry, I screwed up. Oh, wait, was the correct one? No? Chat, you're screwing with me. Just screw with me too much. Bulky. Okay, Bulky, we're gonna look at your Earthcraft Squirrel Nest combo. Oh, this is classic. People think that this is why Earthcraft is banned in Legacy. I'm telling you, people, it is not banned in Legacy for that reason. In fact, I don't even know why this thing is banned. This 3-card combo, sorry, 2 cards. This is technically 3-card combo because you need to put it on a forest. So you put Squirrel Nest on a land. Oh, it doesn't even need to be a forest. It could be any land. You could put a Squirrel Nest on an island. You could put a Squirrel Nest on a volcano, like a volcanic island. Tap, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Oh, no, but Earthcraft needs to be a forest. Yeah, tap an untapped creature you control, untap target. Oh, no, this is also a basic land. So it could be island, mountain, plains. Squirrel Nest could be anywhere. Squirrel Nest could be found in a swamp, for crying out loud. Yeah, any basic land. Flavor bizarre. Ah, let's nest out in this beautiful, comfy swamp. So you make a 1/1, use the 1/1, tap it immediately, untap the basic land that you put the Squirrel Nest on, and you make infinite creatures. And infinite creature combos! You know where to get them from. You get them from FusionGamingOnline.com. Oh, by the way, Wilds of Eldraine has been released. If you want to pre-order the singles or sealed product, get them while they're hot. You can get them at fusiongamingonline.com. Today's sponsor. That's how, and you know how they know that I sent you? Because you use coupon code Nikachu. And you know why you would want to use coupon code Nikachu? Because you get 5% off all your purchases. How about that? We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place for renting Magic cards online. Of course, you know, you don't know what is the best deck whenever a new set comes out. Wow, Voldrain could do anything. All these new adventure cards? Who knows how that's going to shake up? Standard, Pioneer, Modern, Legacy. Don't buy the cards yet until you've play tested them online with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save yourself 10% off your first 2 months using coupon code Nikachu_N9M. How about that? All right, back to Squirrel Nest World here. Joshua! Titania! Protector. This is such a loose show. Okay, we got something new, and we have Copper Leaf Angel. Thank God it's old. I was getting a little concerned there for a second. We got the 5-mana 2/2 Angel with flying. It go tap, sacrifice X lands. That's a powerful ability. Although I don't know if I want to sack all my lands. Put X +1/+1 counters on Copper Leaf Angel. This card is terrible. It better combo in some good way. Titania, Protector of Argoth. Green, 3 generic, 5/3 elemental. Whenever it enters the battlefield, return target land card from your graveyard back to the battlefield. So what, I sacked all my lands and I get one back? Whenever a land you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create 5/3 green elemental creature token. So we are going to sacrifice all our lands and turn them into 5/3 elementals. The 5/3 army is among us. And maybe it works in your elemental deck as well. Who knows? Liquid Soulfly. We got Still Moon, Cavalier, and Pestilence. Pestilence is like that old card that just combos with everything, doesn't it? Black, 2 generic. Pay a black, deal damage to everything. Okay, Still Moon Cavalier. What are we doing for 3 mana? It's 2/1. It's got protection from white and from black, so it's not even going to die to its own Pestilence. You get to keep the Pestilence for forever. For an Orzhov, we can give it flying. For an Orzhov, it has first strike. And for double Orzhov, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. This is a very underwhelming combo, but it works. Protection from the thing that destroys everything else. Friendly combo says, Thassa's Oracle and Demonic Consultation. Well, you are right. That is boring as hell. Let's be a little bit more original around here. Mark Zilla gonna throw in a Cormus Bell combo. Cormus Bell. And the Horn of Gondor. Horn of Gondor. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, so Cormus Bell. All the swamps are 1/1 creatures again. Horn of Gondor, 3 mana artifact. Enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Pay 3 tap. Create X 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, where X is the number of humans you control. This turn into humans? They're just 1/1 black creatures, no creature type. I don't understand how this combos. What is even going on here? Enters the battlefield, create a 1/1. Pay 3. Create X 1/1, where X is the number of humans. These aren't it doesn't say these are humans. All swamps are 1/1 black creatures that are still lands with no creature type, unless there's like an errata I don't know about. The lands are both lands and creatures at the same time. Well, no crap. Yeah. I do not think it combos with this card. So I'm gonna say this is a fail. It's a fail for a very weird reason. It don't combo. It's not that I see. I don't understand how. Maskwood. Okay, Mark Zilla's saving it. Maskwood Nexus. This is a very loose combo. Very, very loose. Loosey-goosey. Okay, we got something from Dizzy Blizzy. Dizzy Blizzy is back with Blood Celebrant Near-Death Experience. Okay, that's an oldie. And then Near-Death Experience, which probably happens very often in the world of Magic. What does a near-death experience even mean in the world of Magic? They can just reanimate you at any time. I don't even know how you actually die in this multiverse. Okay, for a white, 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 2 generic at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 1 life, you win the game. That's gonna be tough to pull off. But then we got the Blood Celebrant, black 1/1, cleric. Pay a black, pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Okay, I mean that technically works. You know what's like even cleaner though? Something like Necropotence. Oh, did they reprint this thing? Holy crap! Yeah, okay, so actually Necropotence sort of doesn't work. They actually reprinted Necropotence a million times. Okay, I'm wrong. The show is hard, people. The show is hard. This is a very clunky combo. You're gonna need a lot of mana. Oh no, but you have the. Sorry, you pay. Okay, you pay a black 1 life. Oh, you just torch your whole life total. This is actually great. Yeah, you add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, so you get the black. You repay the black to pay 1 mana, and then you just go straight to near death. Then you go just straight to 1 life at the upkeep. Yeah, that actually works. It actually works better than Necropotence because it's only 1 mana. Okay, how new exactly? It can be anything that was reprinted. Any reprint of the new frame. I could even consider Lightning Bolt a new card. That could be a new card. Okay, next up, we're gonna take a look at FMG Harley Quinn with Anvil of Bogarden and Hullbreacher. Okay, so what we have a 2-mana artifact. Each player skips his or her discard phase. I love it already. During each player's draw phase, that player draws an additional card and then chooses and discards a card. Oh, so you loot. Everyone loots. Oh, but not when you got the Hullbreacher. Oh, you want to draw an extra card. Well, now you get nothing because you drew an extra card. Now you have to discard a card. You tried to draw a card. Is that how it works? Is that how Hullbreacher works? It's like during each, that player draws an additional card and then chooses and discards a card? Oh, so it doesn't say if you draw a card, discard a card. It's just like, okay, you draw a card, and then no matter what happens, you discard a card. Yeah, that's a great combo. So basically, people are going to slowly discard their hand until they have nothing. And then they draw nothing for the rest of the game. Because you make treasure tokens and they perpetually discard. Yeah, must be older than me. So that says, if I could make my own combos, EDH Rec wouldn't exist. Okay, we got King Ginger here. What do you got? Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy with Mana Weft Sliver, and Pemenzora. Pemenzora equals infinite mana and infinite Kinnan activations. Let's look up Kinnan. The Bonder. Mana Weft? Is it Mana Weft or Mana Sweat? No, that's it. Okay, we got, it starts with Kinnan. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. Also, I believe this is not relevant, so whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, non-land. And then I guess that non-land permanent is going to be the Mana Weft Sliver, which is tap. Well, all slivers you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color, and then you use this to make infinite mana. Which then actually lets you play this ability. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a non-human creature from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. At the very least, you get infinite mana. How do you get... Oh, yeah, you said infinite Kinnan activations. Great combo. Love it. Okay, Madra throwing themselves out there. Okay, I don't think it's a combo. It's just one of synergy. Do you know what? I'll take it at this point. It's about Missy. Who's Missy? There's actually there's a card called Missy. Okay. Plus Thassa. Oh no, which Thassa? Okay, I know my Thassas, so maybe I'll interpret it. Plus any kill spell, you steal permanently any creature you kill. Okay, so what does Missy do? Remember on this show, you gotta be specific. Sometimes people say Obnixilis. Well, in this case today, they said the right Obnixilis, but sometimes they're like Obnixilis, there's 30 Obnixilises, and I'm like, I don't know which one you're talking about. Okay, we got 6 mana for a 4/5 Time Lord Rogue. Whenever another non-artifact creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control, face down and tapped. It's a 2/2 Cyberman artifact creature. What the hell? At the beginning of your end step, each opponent faces a villainous choice. Do they? Each artifact creature you control deals 1 damage to that opponent, or you draw, and chaos ensues. Okay, so everyone's saying, or not everyone. Madra says Thassa Deep Dwelling. So what is the synergy here? I know this one can tap permanents at the beginning of your end stuff. You can blink something. So you want to blink the Missy. Whenever another non-artifact creature dies, returns to the battlefield. So you kill something, you get a 2/2 Cyberman. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent faces a villainous choice. I don't really get it. What does Thassa Deep Dwelling do? Except for being indestructible. I know it's a blinker and it's a tapper. It taps things down. It'll tap you. Blink the Cyberman? Under your control, face down, it's tapped. It's a 2/2. Why would you want to do that? Because then it just disappears. Or is that important? Whenever another non-artifact creature dies, return to the battlefield under your control, face down. It's a 2/2 Cyberman. So okay, I blink it. So it dies. So now I get another 2/2 Cyberman. Huh? Okay, I blink the Cyberman. Now what? Does blinking a face down card? Oh, I get it. So under your control, face down and tapped. You blink it, and then it becomes something. Yeah, this is that moment where everyone's gonna gang up on me in the comment section. The Nikachu, you don't read the cards. Look, I read the cards. I'm not. It's the interpretation part that's the problem. That's the biggest problem here. It's not a token. Yeah, I know. You're coming at me, you live. Some of you people in the comment section, you should be part of the show. You can yell at me in person. It's fine, I'll take it. It's good for the algorithm. Okay, and then you're gonna get it face up. I like it. Okay, that's a great combo. You get it face up. Samurai the Raccoon is right. Okay, let's get weird. Enchanted Evening with Teferi's Realm. Oh, was there an old card here? Actually, this combo is disqualified. Why are we even looking at this thing? They're both new cards. They're both insanely new cards. Super new and new. Okay, whatever. My apologies to everyone for not disqualifying it immediately. The point is, the old card has to have the old border. Hard. It's a hard show. It was hard last time too. Okay, what were we gonna look at? We were gonna look at. Oh, it looked like a good one. Okay, let's look at Bryce's card. Enchanted Evening, which is new, with Teferi's Realm. Okay, that's old. I love it! Blue, 1 generic, enchant world. At the beginning of... It enchants the world, people. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses artifacts, creatures, lands, or global enchantments. All cards of that type phase out. We have each player's upkeep. So we have to... It reminds me of, that creature. You have to choose, like, one of your steps or phases, and you don't get it anymore. Okay, so you choose, like, one of your card types, and it's just gone for a turn. And then Enchanted Evening. All permanents are enchantments in addition to their other types. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses artifact, creature, lands, or global enchantments. All cards of that type phase out. But what? Okay, is it what? Then when they just not choose enchantment? I mean, I guess you could choose enchantment. This is like that's the only thing you can do, though. I don't see the yeah, I was thinking this Fate Spinner. It has a Fate Spinner vibes to me. But I just don't understand how you force this. Because of, you turn everything into enchantment, and then at the beginning of my upkill, I'll artifact. Choose artifact. Okay, not everything's an artifact, right? So I just don't know how this, I don't know how this combo works. Yeah, I'm being a Diblick. According to the, be Zyber, don't Diblick. Yeah, don't be a Diblick around here. We're gonna use Diblick as a term you're not interpreting the cards correctly. They'll be Diblicking around in the stream. New people watching the show. What the hell is going on here? Okay, let's look at Jacob Thune. Jacob Thune has a card. Jacob Thune loves cards. Okay, does Warlock class combo with Exquisite Blood? Oh, check it out. Warlock Class. I hope it combos better than the Fairy Realm one. Well, no, this is 2 new cards, right? Exquisite Blood. So we're gonna donate your super chat. Come on, bad combos that actually work. That's gonna happen in 2 weeks. You can throw out any combos you want. Here, we want old stuff with new. That's the magic of magic, people. Old cards that are garbage can become good again because they have a home for a new card that got printed. Okay, Christopher B, save us. Raphaelos. Only got really printed in Urza's Destiny. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. Yavimaya. That's such a simple combo. I guess that this combo just doesn't, it's not popular because Raphaelos is banned! Unless, I mean, hey, does anyone play with Raphaelos in their play group? Why not? Add 1 green mana to your mana pool for each force you control. Yavimaya should be a green mana for each force you control and your opponent's control. Super powerful. Yeah, go back to the hat stream. Martin, does channel only if I think channel is only printed in old. Oh no, it got reprinted in new. It was reprinted in Iconic Masters. See, this is the new border. No, that don't work. It's tough. It can never have been reprinted. It can never have been. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to change the show that it at least got printed in old. But the problem is, like, if it's reprinted a million, like, I can't, it doesn't feel like Lightning Bolt is an old card if it keeps getting reprinted over and over and over again. Turia. Psychic Vortex. And Ubeka. Brute. Chronologist. Okay, this one's gonna work. Let's just hope it combos. It's really tough. We got an old card, a new card, and the combo has to work all at the same time. How many of those have we done today? 4? Okay, we got red, black, and blue, 1 generic for a 3/4 Ogre Wizard. Tap! The player whose turn is it may end the turn. They may end the turn. I'm bored with now. I like the flavor text. Psychic Vortex, 4 mana, cumulative upkeep, draw a card. What's wrong with that? At the end of each of your turns, sacrifice the land and discard your hand. Oh, I see. That's that there is problem here. So all you do is draw land. You just do everything, and so it's at the end of your turns. Oh, did they errata this at the beginning of your end step? Okay, yeah, because otherwise, it's like if you end the turn, you still discard, right? But instead, you're just never gonna make it to your end step. It's just the turn is over. That's it. Move along. Move it to somebody else. Yeah, we need to check a lot of boxes on this show. Okay, Sebastian's back. And better than ever with Soulnet. And Trudge Garden. Okay, Soulnet was... Proxies don't count. I'm not going to count proxies. So 7th edition was still good. Okay, we're good on the old. Trudge Garden. And Ashnod's Altar. Ashnod's Altar is also always in a bunch of combos. Okay, 1 mana artifact. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, you may pay 1 if you do a gain a life. That's nice. Unique effect. Trudge Garden, 3 mana enchantment. Whenever you gain life, you can pay 2. Whoa, oh man, this is some sort of pyramid scheme. I pay 1 to get this, and I gotta pay more to get more stuff. If you do, create a 4/4 green fungus beast creature token with trample. But I can pay for everything, including my college degree with the Ashnod's Altar, because I can sack a creature and get 2 mana. So something dies. Oh, and something's always gonna die. Do I get infinite life and infinite mana and infinite creatures? So something always, something died. So I pay 1, I get a creature, I gain a life, then I sack it for 2 mana to get, this triggers again, by the way. But I can pay the 2 mana to get the 4/4 green fungus beast creature token with trample. This is pretty cool. Yeah, and then and I keep netting mana, and I keep getting more creatures. I get infinite creatures and infinite triggers. Infinite 4/4 green fungus things if I want to, too. It works! Fantastic. Okay, next we'll look at... Corbinek says, do you sell Ashnod's Altar to pay for student loans as well? I try. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have to sell a lot of their cards to pay for them student loans. Or pay for their university books. It's like, oh, I need a book. I need books for my classes. Oh, I guess I gotta sell my modern deck this season. I'll get another. I'm not gonna play modern for this semester anyway. Okay, infinite fungi may not sound like a good thing. It's a bit disgusting, but you know what? In the world of Magic, it's okay. Abzo. Crimson Kobold. Trying to make kobolds good, huh? And then Kobold of Carekeep. Kobold of... You be careful. These are too many of these are old. It's gonna get you disqualified. And then we've got Cloudstone Curio plus Impact Tremor. Okay, so like the first two cards are a bit of a troll, but the point is, Impact Tremor is whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Cloudstone Curio, permanent enters the battlefield, you can bounce another permanent of the same card type back to your hand. And the Kobolds of Carekeep and the Crimson Kobolds, they'll 0 mana. You play Crimson Kobold, you bounce your Kobold of Carekeep, which will then replay Kobolds of Carekeep. You get your Crimson of Kobolds. You keep playing those creatures. Each time you play a creature, or sorry, every single time it enters the battlefield, smacks your opponent for 1 damage. Eventually, then 1 damage adds up, and your opponent is dead. Yeah, that's a good one. What is... Okay, David. Okay, Muldrotha. Display... I don't know. Urza's Bauble. Okay, Urza's Bauble might work. Displacer Kitten. And Urza's Bauble. I think that one is old. It's old. It'd be old. Okay, good. So we got our 0 mana artifact tap. Sacrifice it. Look at a random card in someone's hand, and then you get to draw a card at the next upkeep step. Displacer Kitten. It's got Avoidance. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. That is a blinker. What is it? Whenever you cast? Oh, when you cast a non-creature spell, that's broken. What a crazy card. Okay, Muldrotha is a 6 mana 6/6 elemental avatar. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type from your graveyard. Wait, you're talking about like the Urza's Bauble? Okay, that's insane. So you can use the Urza's Bauble to play for basically for free, and then Displacer Kitten will exile garbage from exile up to 1 target non-land permanent you control, then return it. So what are you blinking, by the way? This is like a combo with just random cards. Just trying to think what's the blinking synergy? Each of your turns you may play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type. So you got like creature here, so you can cast that one for free. You got Urza's Bauble. You can sack the Urza's Bauble easily. Okay, blinking Muldrotha and resetting it during each of your turns. Oh! Muldrotha is like, I've never done this before. Okay, cool. Sambrot the Raccoon, Basic Mountain, and Lightning Bolt. Those are both new cards, technically. Yeah, resets Muldrotha. Love it. Great combo. Okay, we got FMG Harley Quinn, Goblin Welder, Sword of the Meek. These are all new cards. They're all new enough. Hope of Girapir, I know, is a new card. Yeah, all new cards. Disqualified. Ooh, here's someone new. Never seen you before. Feedy Fox, Throne of Bone. Okay, that is old, not old enough. Reprinted in 8th edition. And then Exquisite Bond and I think Sanguine Bond is a new one. So close. Sanguine Bond. What was your combo? Whenever a player plays a black spell, you can pay 1. If you do, you gain 1 life. And then that would trigger, yeah, that would trigger the whole thing. Damn, so close. Don't worry, Feedy Fox. You are part of the 70% that got disqualified on today's show. Lion Tamer, Pariah, and Phyrexian Vindicator. Okay, that one is semi-new. Oh, God. Phyrexian Vindicator. These are both new cards. Damn it. So they remember. Okay, so for anyone who just joined, one of the cards has to be exclusively printed in old border. It's gotta be that old. That old, people. Either it's like basically new cards comboing with new cards. Even though I know 8th editions are pretty, it's sort of old around here, you know? Don't be offended. I wonder what is the replay like for the people who watch this? Like, is this entertaining to anybody? We just look up random. I mean, there's still combos. You still get a shout out for your combo, I guess. Okay, it's your turn now. Boy is shot 69. Hello from Germany. Vanilla Company. Oh, that has nothing to do with combos. Shouting themselves out here. Mind over matter in the One Ring. Okay. Now that's also, that combo is broken. One ring to rule them all. Also one ring to draw them all. So like with the thing is you take damage, or you lose life at the beginning of your at upkeeps, but while it's like on the very turn, like you can just tap in and draw as many cards as you want, so long as you keep on untapping it with a mind over matter. So you draw a card, discard a card, untap your One Ring, draw 2 cards, then just discard 1. Untap it, draw 3 cards, and just keep going. This was so badly designed. Fools. Very poorly designed card. Okay, what do we... Edward is like, sorry, as a new player, I can't get involved. Still, don't worry about being entertaining with this. It's fun regardless. I know, we're all having fun, aren't we? We're all trying our best. Okay, so what is this? Decree of Silence and Solemnity? Decree of Silence. That's a... Oh no, that's an old card. All right. We did it! Decree of Silence and Solemnity. Okay, we have a combo of some sort. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, counter it and put a depletion counter on Decree of Silence. If there are 3 or more depletion counters on Decree of Silence, you sacrifice it. And whenever you cycle Decree of Silence, you may counter target spell. So what is the combo with this? Players can't get counters. Counters can't be put on artifacts. Oh, so you don't put any you do not put any depletion counters on there. If there are 3 or more depletion. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, counter it. So you get infinite counter spells. Wow, you must be. This is a you must be fun at parties type of combo. You just locked out of the game straight up. No counters on enchantments or anything. You don't get to resolve your spells. You got to make sure you have uncounterable spells from there on out. Okay, Madra's coming back. We're trying again, right? Okay. Okay. It's a combo. I want to do in one of my bird decks. Okay, we got Dovescape. Dovescape. And Benevolent Geist. And after a moment, cast Peer Pressure. Hope it's old enough. It is old enough. Alright, we got a blue 3 generic sorcery. Hold on, so maybe we should do this in order. Dovescape. It's a Azorius 3 generic enchantment. And whenever a player plays a non-creature spell, counter it! That player puts X/1/1 white and blue bird creature tokens with flying into play, where X is the spell's mana cost. Alright, so you don't get spells, but you get birds. Then we have Benevolent Hermit. With 2/1, sack it, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. This is weird. It's got Disturb. The other side is flying. Non-creature spells you control. Non-creature spells you control can't be countered. All right, so we're protecting our Peer Pressure. If Benevolent Geist would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Non-creature spells you control can't be countered. Okay, Peer Pressure, uncounterable. Blue 3 generic sorcery, choose a creature type. If you control more creatures of that type than any other player, you gain control of all creatures of that type. If you control more creatures? Oh, so the deal is, so you're the bird deck. You're going to have more birds than anybody else. So even though they make more birds, you're going to swipe them away with Peer Pressure. Neat. I'd like to see it work. I'd like to see that in action. Platonic Liquid, 1 super chat for the show. Stern Protector. I'll give you a little. You can enjoy your combo with some nice Mario RPG music. They're making like they're doing a reboot of Mario RPG. They should have just made a sequel. Sorry, it's Stern Proctor. Displacer Kitten. Okay, we got our Blinkaroony here and a Soul Ring. This is when is Soul Ring a combo? Whoops, where am I? I'm lost. I need an adult. So this is our new card, and this is our old card. Blue, 1/2 Wizard. When Stern Proctor comes into play, return target artifact or enchantment to its owner's hand. Okay. And then Displacer Kitten is like, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So whenever Stern Proctor comes into play, we're going to bring our Soul Ring back to our hand. We're going to cast our Soul Ring to trigger the Displacer Kitten, to bounce, to blink the Stern Proctor, to put the Soul Ring back in our hand. But we're going to float 2 mana while we do this, and we get infinite mana. And we also have infinite ETBs. Infinite ETB and infinite mana. Sweet. You're a wizard, Harry. Or you're a wizard, Kitten. See, this is what the show is about. Like, I didn't know this card exists. I prefer the Harsh Tutors. They made mischief all the more fun. To Fairy, 3rd level student. Yeah, oh yeah, Infinite Storm. If you need it, because you keep casting your Soul Ring. Alright, that's great. I hope today's show is entertaining. I don't know, I'm probably gonna have to adjust the rules to this show. Like, the card just needs to be like in old border at like any given time. Because this is obviously way too difficult. It's too hard. But the thing is, you get cool combos like this if you follow the instructions. Like, I don't even know this card exists until today. Whereas if you like take old cards that have been reprinted, then like we know they exist. So it doesn't feel, you know, new, right? Or maybe I should just give the rule. It's got to be like beyond 8th edition. And I can put in the title or something. Anyway, if you want to be part of the show, you got to be here Monday to Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thanks everyone who supports the channel, the patrons on Patreon, the members on YouTube, and also everyone who super chats to be part of the show. And we also got to thank everyone who shows up in the morning to be the show itself, like Platonic Liquid and Uark and Enja, Steve Cooper, Tommy Siddons, Samrat the Raccoon, David Sampson, the Friendly Joker, Old Boy. We got Uark already. Dizzy Blizzy, Madra, Nighthawk Live. Because without you guys, I'd have nothing. I would have no show. I'd have no combos. So keep brewing up them coffees, my coffee crew, and we'll keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you at the next cup.